that everything was fine. Then he whispered in his ear that in relationships, girls at least sometimes leave traces of passion on their boyfriends' bodies. And so that he doesn't worry so much about the scar, although it seems quite painful. "It's not what you think!" Fervin shouted, and pushed the emperor away with his sword. His Majesty asked him if he wanted to say that he had scratched his own hand. And if this is not so, then let him tell the truth. Fervin was beside himself with anger. The Duke did not tell him that he had scratched himself in order to restrain himself in front of Erwin. Then he struck his Majesty's sword with all his might with his own sword. The Emperor laughed and told him, "Come on, keep it down." Then he added that it seemed like he hadn't even thought about being quieter last night. Fervin became very angry and screamed. And with all his might, he threw away the Emperor's sword. His Majesty fell to the floor and looked at his fallen sword. The Duke then walked up and pointed his sword at the Emperor's face. The Duke stood there and looked into his Majesty's eyes. Fervin looked at him silently, not lowering his sword. The assembled spectators,